Today, we will delve into the fascinating topic of the history and philosophy of mindfulness practices. Mindfulness practices have become increasingly popular in recent years, with more and more people turning to these ancient practices as a way to reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate a greater sense of calm and clarity in their lives. But while mindfulness may seem like a new trend, the truth is that these practices have been around for centuries, with roots in both Eastern and Western traditions. From Buddhism to Stoicism, mindfulness has been embraced as a path to greater awareness, insight, and self-discovery. One of the most important things to understand about mindfulness is that it is not a quick fix or a magic solution. Rather, it is a practice, something that we must cultivate over time, with patience, persistence, and compassion for ourselves. In order to practice mindfulness, we must learn to be fully present in the moment, to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment, and to cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness and compassion. This is not always easy. In fact, it can be incredibly challenging to sit with our thoughts and emotions without reacting or trying to fix them. But the rewards of mindfulness are truly transformative. By learning to be more present and aware in our lives, we can reduce the power of our negative thoughts and emotions, and become more responsive and resilient in the face of life's challenges. We can develop a greater sense of self-acceptance and compassion, and learn to live more fully and authentically in the present moment. And while the benefits of mindfulness may be well documented, it can still be hard to make these practices a regular part of our lives. We may feel too busy or overwhelmed to take the time to meditate or practice mindfulness, or we may feel unsure of where to start. But the truth is, mindfulness is not about perfection or achieving a certain state of mind. It's about learning to be kind to ourselves, and to cultivate a greater sense of awareness and presence in our lives. Whether we choose to meditate for 5 minutes a day or attend a mindfulness retreat, each step we take towards greater self-awareness and compassion can have a profound impact on our lives and our relationships. So if you're feeling stressed, anxious, or disconnected, take a moment to explore the fascinating history and philosophy of mindfulness practices. By doing so, you may just discover a powerful tool for improving your well-being and cultivating a greater sense of peace and clarity in your life. Remember, it's not about perfection or achieving a certain state of mind, it's about learning to be present and compassionate with yourself, and to live more fully in the moment. As we explore the history and philosophy of mindfulness, we begin to see that these practices are not just about stress reduction or self-improvement, they are about cultivating a deeper sense of connection and compassion with ourselves and the world around us. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, it can be all too easy to get caught up in the endless cycle of distractions and obligations. We may feel like we're constantly rushing from one thing to the next, never fully present or engaged in our own lives. But mindfulness offers a different way of being in the world. It invites us to slow down, to tune into the present moment, and to cultivate a greater sense of awareness and connection with ourselves and others. Through mindfulness, we can begin to see our thoughts and emotions more clearly, and to develop a deeper sense of empathy and understanding for ourselves and those around us. We can learn to let go of our judgments and preconceptions, and to approach each moment with openness and curiosity. And perhaps most importantly, we can learn to be kinder and more compassionate with ourselves. We can let go of our perfectionism and self-criticism, and instead cultivate a greater sense of self-acceptance and self-love. Of course, as with any practice, there are challenges along the way. We may find ourselves getting frustrated or discouraged, or struggling to stay present and focused. But the beauty of mindfulness is that it is not about achieving a certain goal or outcome. It is about learning to be present and compassionate with ourselves, no matter what arises. So if you're looking for a way to cultivate greater awareness, compassion, and connection in your life, I invite you to explore the fascinating world of mindfulness. Whether you're a seasoned meditator or a curious beginner, there is always more to discover and explore on this transformative path of self-discovery and self-love.